I'm really running a day late on calling it Flashback Friday. But that's what it is. And in the future, no one would ever know. I mean, I admitted it there, so they probably know. But hey, over here, reactions, rants, and rabbit holes, stuff like that happens. Rolling Green here, you are you. Tom MacDonald, and it turns out first time around, it was the back of my head, recorded on a phone, and, still a lot of fun. I moved it over to Patreon, and the truth is this really just a quality update. I thought I would see where I'm at today and what we get. I'm obviously coming from my own personal clown world because I think we're, drying buckles in the other room. If that's coming through, hey, you're welcome. Now, I don't mean any disrespect to Tom. The truth is, Tom fits in the same category as complicated reactions for me. Because I'm not just, yeah, right? It's not just something I want to parrot. At the same time, I think he has 100% fun way of interjecting ideas into popular culture or getting a discussion started, which was the whole point to the adventure in the first place. I thought, well, if I go with Tom MacDonald and this, that, the other, I get to talk about some stuff I might want to talk about. It happened. At the same time, you do other things, like I got coming out later, a little twofer I'm doing now. And then they go, oh, that does go, blah, 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 blah. All I know is I like Tom MacDonald. I agree we live in a clown world, and sometimes it shows up down in the comments. We elevate individuals to statuses they might even tell you don't do. Do not elevate me to this status. I'm just down here at the baseline. And no, they still just do it. And it's too bad. A lot of times they're elevating up there and they don't realize it's a trapeze act and they're just stuck in clown world.
You worry about leaving a better planet for our kids. How about leaving better kids for our planet? Entire generation offended at everything, getting mad that a human thinks all lives matter. We don't need black or white or left or right. What we need is common sense, we need balance. We're all in the same boat, why you trying to make holes? If they sink, we sink, this is madness. I'm offended that you're offended by me taking offense. Can't build a wall, why does your house have a fence? I believe in two genders, I'm not mad at the rest. I'm just confused when a dude has a beard and some breasts. We won't always agree, nope. I don't hate all police, nope. I don't think that the system's racist, I just think the system hates people. I think fighting violence with more...
All right, so the truth is I can't just sit here. I mean, I think I went 20 minutes back in the original Potato Vision reactions. It turns out just ripped from current events yesterday, I would say it was just having discussions that eventually everyone was going to have a discussion about. And it's funny how, well, I mean, it's a clown world. Of course it's going to be funny. They're just funny. Unless you're like my kid. My kid hates clowns. He's like phobic fear of clowns, I think. That would suck. Especially ugly, scary Tom clown. But I always like the way Tom puts it because, for a certain side, it's all triggering and offensive. And then for myself, I was just reflecting it in my movie stuff. And, I spent time, college level movie students and stuff like this. And never once did I reflect back about, I'm so... I don't like your choices in life. I mean, it's like I think a lot of people didn't realize that we got to this point maybe a little bit. I think for a lot of individuals, we're just like, all right, do no harm, live your life. And then we just decided that the fringe had to become the loudest voice. And I've been waiting for a spot to put this rant, and I think this Tom MacDonald song is a good place. Because I actually make statements on the channel, and I talk about, he, she, and I realize what I'm doing there. So I'm like, I include the squirrelkin spirits. It's not really to mock. Now, I think I probably started out mocking whatever the twin spirit idea is, which I don't actually know what that is. And then the furry idea and the cats that identify as cats and now get a cat box in school. Now, all opinions for entertainment purposes only, as always. So, what do I know? If you want your kid going in the kid litter box, okay, whatevers. Live and let live. I was just talking about that thought because that's out of the headlines. So that's I think the point of it all. So if we could go so far to one side and a little bit of blowback is going to come from the other side, and here's what it was. I always look at it, and I admitted that during my years of addiction, I cross-addicted into, it wasn't an Nexium, but might as well damn near been into advanced cross-addiction, okay? And played in some playgrounds that a lot of people would be uncomfortable in. And I had no problem with any of that. But what I realized way back then, and I never found a way to put it, is that certain individuals with certain desires, that's like this magic superpower. But it's like a superpower. You also need a secret identity. Because the superhero archetype, the superpower story arc, usually comes with, that cliche responsibility, power, Hallmark card. But I thought about it, and we brought what should have been superpowers left to the shadowy underworld of adventure and excitement, and we brought them to the forefront. Well, the problem is, like all superhero tales, there's the superhero, and there's all the normies. And the normies don't ever get to be the superhero. So I think one of the reflections should be, maybe it's a clown world because we can be entertained. Ooh, I don't mean to do this, but you could be entertained by the circus, but you might not want to live right next to the circus every day. And you might enjoy the clowns but hate the animal acts. You might enjoy the high wire act but think the ringmaster is pushy. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? It's like trying to understand that certain things are enjoyed in little bitty doses. And the moment we think everybody likes that, I'm just going to go with, I come from a Swedish place, and you ain't all going to choke down lutefisk no matter what Hallmark tells you. Oh, I agree with Tom's sentiment there.
I believe in two genders, I'm not mad at the rest. I'm just confused when a dude has a beard and some breasts. We won't always agree. Nope, I don't hate all police. Nope, I don't think that the system's racist. I just think the system hates people. I think fighting violence with more violence is what they want. Viruses and riots, people dying, we won't stay home. Black lives matter, all lives matter. What's all this division for? It's modern segregation. This is setting up a civil war. Burn the circus down, cause the world is full of clowns. They're all stupid and they're proud, painted smiles on their mouths. I don't hang with bozos, homie, I can't be around you. Anyone who knows me knows my feet don't fit in clown shoes. When I was a child, the only races that we hated were the ones that we ran and didn't win. Then we stopped playing with each other, started hating on each other, started noticing the color of our skin.
And then I would have to say, if I wasn't able to take the things that triggered me out of all the media, for lack of a better word, I've seen all my life. And, oh boy, it'd be an uncomfortable fucking life. It really would. But when you can learn to take the good with the bad and mix it all together, hold on.
When I was a child, the only race that
So I agree with everyone in the comments who went through hell and wishes to perpetuate the fear and division that they grew up understanding. I understand that's real, and it's wrong of me to even imply you should change it. I think you should, but then I think is my opinion, and some opinions just stink like shit. So I'm not going to say anybody should do anything. But I do believe at 55, 35 for some, depending on where you came up, it was much harder to see and was on the way. Maybe not like the dodo, but just like the dodo, there's people who want to constantly resurrect it. And I think it's okay to point out the two opposing groups, and anybody nowadays who thinks you could take one whole group, put it into one basket and say this is how it is, well, we certainly at that point are forgetting about the years and generations of individual expression that appeared to get us this way, when it turns out individualism might not be as prevalent as we think. And we have factions weighing ideologies against each other. And if we can't talk about all sides of it, we just constantly going to keep reliving it. And I, for one, don't want to get stuck in clown world.
One who knows me knows my feet don't fit in clown shoes. When I was a child, the only races that we hated were the ones that we ran and didn't win. Then we stopped playing with each other, started hating on each other, started noticing the color of our skin. Christians and atheists, immigrants, patriots, we love the country, but we are not saving it. Wages don't raise to the rate of inflation, and half of the country hates all of the nation. It's funny that we think the world owes us something. All the phones got smart, but the people so dumb. We care more about the likes on a selfie than our moms, and the only time we ever speak the truth when we're drunk. We won't always agree. No, I don't hate all police. No, your thoughts and opinions ain't facts, and they are not defining my reality. No, I think picking sides divide.
I think that's it. This time around, it's okay. After 2.5 years, I learned it's okay. And it's okay to not get along. And if it's the final straw, I understood. I've always understood. But if we can't meet in the middle, figure some stuff out, just gonna keep going back and forth.
We won't always agree. No, I don't hate all police. No, your thoughts and opinions ain't facts, and they are not defining my reality. No.
And then I truly do believe that right there, defining what reality is not arbitrarily assigned to those in power now. Well, it's my turn to tell you what it is. No, it's a collective whole. You want to embrace collectivism. Whatever. My bad. You want to reflect about then? Yeah. See, wish I would have been able to say that better. Our collective.
Not defining my reality. No, I think.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I know. Damn it. Collective. Oh, individual opinions as a reflection upon the whole. Oh shit! Yes, our collective opinions. And back to the individualism thing. See, is it an illusion like soda, or is it a reality that matters? Like water. He wants to ball the hacky sack. He enjoys playing. We do have a toy hung up for him for full screen stuff now. It's going to be fun. He'll just turn the whole reaction show into a clown world, just like drawing buckles or ranting aimlessly.
picking sides divides, it's probably what has got us here. United States is great regardless, that's what we forgot in here. Black lives matter, all lives matter, what's all this division for? It's modern segregation, this is shutting up a civil war. Burn the circus down, cause the world is full of clowns. They're all stupid and they're proud, painted smiles on their mouths. I don't hang with bozos, homie, I can't be around you. Anyone who knows me knows my feet don't fit in clown shoes. They tell you be yourself and then they judge you on the internet till everybody hates you for it. If Jesus was alive, I swear to God that y'all would cancel him, cause lately being negative's the real new normal. Yeah, if you're thick, you're fat, you're rich, you're bad, you're poor, you're black, you're white, you're whack, they lie, it's facts. My generation needs a bunch of free condoms, cause common sense ain't that common. This is what they wanted, this is how they planned it, this is to control everyone on the planet.
Okay, so this time around we're gonna depart from any sort of feelings-based rant, because Ange and I just went down a very interesting rabbit hole, and I need people to understand that it's a lot deeper than whatever I can portray through these stupid, they're not stupid reactions, and Tom rocks, but I know I'm not following a formula to make you want more, but I don't care, because I agree with the control everybody, and it turns out Ange and I just spent a couple hours on where we're at legally, and I'm talking about internationally legal, with basically the securities market and money and central banking, and it's super interesting, and it reflects, I believe, a denial, because that paper shit we exchange back and forth to each other, I think 100%, no bullshit aside, it's factual, provable, that it's all just a big scheme that's going to collapse, and they'll collapse it into the central bank currency, and then every time you use it, you'll literally be borrowing money. You won't know it, but there'll be a carbon tax, or a tax, or a tax upon a tax upon a tax, or a regulation or a mandate. And yes, you'll be able to get what you want as long as you comply to that long list of what you owe for getting that privilege. And this rabbit hole, and you can't find it on YouTube. It's so important YouTube wouldn't let you talk about it. And if anybody out there knows what's really going on, there's actual factual things that 2 years ago, if you said, they take away your channel. And now, if you reflect upon current races, and we're not talking about Tom MacDonald's races that they're running for fun, we're talking about maybe for positions of power and control of countries. You can't reflect upon that. They're literally changing the rules. So if you reflect upon things that they don't want you to reflect upon, to take away your voice. Now, that sounds good for the people running the show right now. Oh my God, I'm holding it. I'm going to win. Please, in the history of the planet, tell me the one empire that lasted forever. Oh, that's fuck yeah, my time this time. No, your time to repeat history again. But if everybody that say understood that they don't actually own anything no more because they've changed the laws, and I can actually supply links, I believe, to this, to the book, the regulation and laws passed. I hear a couple tied to bankruptcy and some other stuff. But it appears everything's in place, that the only people that get bailed out now would be the central bank, important stockholders, shareholders, or controllers. And it sounds like, here was the metaphor I was told. You buy a car, they sell you a car, and you start paying some debt on that car, but you now own this car. The same auto dealer now sells loans and other vehicles off your car as collateral. And when the dealership tanks, you and your car are the only ones left holding the bag. And now I hear what he has to explain to everyone has nothing to do with cars. Okay, it's about securities. Oh, we're succeeding. He's happy. We got him. We'll see how long it sticks up there. Oh, that might work. Okay, it's a clown world we live in, and I hear the derivative market was kind of the final straw that drove it. Well, a lot of straws. Hey, Creature at Jekyll Island was the first, I think. So, it is a clown world.
Common, this is what they wanted. This is how they planned it. This is to control everyone on the planet. Then we put each other in caskets, protest and panic, and they take advantage to manage the damage. We won't always agree. Nope, freedom doesn't come free. Nope, there was people fighting, dying overseas so that you could have freedom and be home. I think the elites are real, but they ain't drinking babies.
Okay, there's where old Rollen went off the first time, because it turns out it might be a little of both. And I don't care if you go over to Patreon, it is now just a flat, dirt cheap fee to come support the channel. You go over there, I put the original, if you can handle looking at the back of my head. Pretty sure we went hard over there on that. Hey, just as hard as we went here. Maybe just as hard. Right! That's exciting. Yeah, I would go from every angle of the tinfoil hat conspiracy says they are real, and they're probably consuming some sort of young, nourishing blood.
I think the elites are real, but they ain't drinking baby's blood. They're creating chaos so they have something to save you from. Black lives matter, all lives matter. What's all this division for? It's modern segregation. This is setting up a civil war. Burn the circus down, cause the world is full of clowns. They're all stupid and they're proud. Painted smiles on their mouths. I don't hang with bozos, homie. I can't be around you. Anyone who knows me knows my feet don't fit in clown shoes.
Ow. Well, I think that was well worth the update, the sound quality, picture quality, ranting, raving, lunacy qualities. Hopefully the buckles in the background weren't causing too many issues. Tom MacDonald, Nova on the video, didn't even understand how to acknowledge everyone involved. And then, right in the comments, they're like, I don't like this, I don't like that. It turns out I don't care. Now, I do care, but I don't. I care that it makes people whatever it makes them. Because that's our first thing. We're free to feel and react the way we want. And 2.5 years, hopefully I've learned to deal with it better than the first time. I can only look at it from how I look at it. Not even close to anything a big artist would go through. But on a daily, I learn you can't please all people at all times. But I can, out of the blue, learn and connect and relate to individuals I never thought I would have related to before. And I think that's one of the core misconceptions of a lot of stuff is the same people that make jokes probably would treat you with the utmost respect that you deserve and desire. Doesn't change our sense of humor or our inability to dispel hate bubbles that exist in the world. And it turns out laughter and common ground is the first place that really works out. Now, it's just a personal opinion, and all opinions are for entertainment purposes only. Did not know that the first time around. Really was concerned what people might think. And now, whatevers. I really like Tom MacDonald Clown World, and this updates and helps clean up my channel for the future, and I need to do that. So, hey, I'm glad I showed up. If you enjoyed it as well, then that's even more important. So, Later.